Salah al-Din al-Ayyubi, Saladin, was a prominent military leader in Islamic history. Here are some brief details about his life. Salah al-Din al-Ayyubi was born in Tikrit, Iraq, in 1137. He was raised in a family with military traditions and educated by the Islamic scholar and philosopher al-Fakhr al-Din al-Razi. Salah al-Din started his career as an official in the governance of Aleppo. In 1174, he assumed power in Egypt after the Fatimids' demise, establishing the Ayyubid dynasty. He led a successful military campaign against the Crusaders in the Levant. Salah al-Din recaptured Jerusalem from the Crusaders in 1187 after the famous Battle of Hattin. Known for his integrity and mercy towards defeated enemies, demonstrated in various instances. He established a just judicial system and implemented policies that treated everyone equally. Salah al-Din al-Ayyubi, commonly known as Saladin, participated in several significant battles during his military campaigns against the Crusader states in the Levant. Some of the most important battles led by Saladin include Battle of Hattin, 1187. This battle is one of the most famous victories for Saladin. He decisively defeated the Crusader army led by King Guy of Jerusalem. The victory at Hattin paved the way for the recapture of Jerusalem from the Crusaders later that year. Siege of Jerusalem, 1187. Following the Battle of Hattin, Saladin laid siege to Jerusalem and eventually recaptured the city from the Crusaders in October 1187. The fall of Jerusalem was a significant event in the history of the Crusades. Battle of Arsuf, 1191. In this battle, Saladin faced off against the forces of Richard the Lionheart during the Third Crusade. Although Saladin's forces were defeated, the battle showcased his military tactics and the resilience of his army. Battle of Jaffa, 1192. Another important engagement during the Third Crusade, where Saladin faced Richard the Lionheart once again. The battle ended inconclusively, but it demonstrated Saladin's ability to hold his own against the Crusader forces. Siege of Acre, 1189 to 1191. The Siege of Acre was a prolonged conflict during the Third Crusade, where Saladin besieged the city of Acre. Despite facing challenges, Saladin ultimately failed to capture the city, but the siege showcased his strategic abilities. The impact of Saladin on the region was profound and comprehensive, as he played a significant role in the transformations of the Middle East and North Africa during his rule. Some of the most notable effects of Saladin on the region include unity of the Islamic nation. Through Saladin's efforts to unite the Islamic nation under one banner against the Crusaders, Islamic unity was strengthened, fostering national spirit among Muslims. Recovery of Jerusalem. Through his military victories and sacrifices, Saladin managed to recapture Jerusalem from the Crusaders in 1187, making him an iconic figure in the region's history. Enhancement of Islamic power. Saladin bolstered the military and political power of the Ayyubid state, aiding in the reinforcement of Islamic sovereignty in the region and protection against external threats. Improvement of infrastructure. Saladin organized the infrastructure of the Ayyubid state, leading to improvements in urban and economic structures in the territories under his control. Cultural and religious influence. Saladin's policies focused on promoting Islamic culture and values, enhancing justice and tolerance, contributing to the spread of Islamic values in the region. Diplomatic impact. Through his diplomatic skills, Saladin succeeded in building good relations with neighboring states and enhancing regional cooperation. The end of Saladin's life marked a significant chapter in the history of the region. Saladin died on March 4, 1193 in Damascus at the age of 56. His death had several consequences. Division of his empire. After Saladin's death, his Ayyubid empire faced internal struggles and divisions among his descendants. This led to the fragmentation of his empire into smaller territories ruled by his family members. Continuation of the Crusades. With Saladin's death, the Crusades continued, and conflicts between Muslims and Crusaders persisted in the region. Legacy and impact. Saladin left behind a legacy as a great military leader and statesman. His efforts in uniting Muslims and recapturing Jerusalem from the Crusaders solidified his place in history as a symbol of resistance and Islamic unity. Cultural and religious influence. Saladin's reign had a lasting impact on the cultural and religious fabric of the region. His policies promoted Islamic values, justice, and tolerance, shaping the societal norms of the time. Historical memory. Saladin's memory was revered in both Islamic and Western histories. He became a legendary figure, admired for his military prowess, chivalry, and leadership.